Hey, homies. So, today we're playing a game called the Outcast Lovers. I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but it's from a creator that I really like on Steam. I've already played one of their games in the past, link in description, and I just hope you enjoy. The Outcast Lovers. Oh. Okay. So that's a character from the last one. You probably don't know the character on your own, but link in the description to the last episode. Apparently it is important to do this in order. You're speeding. Oh. Shoot. Oh, did I hear about Liv's... Did you hear about Liv's uncle? Stupid bastard was drunk cycling again at a high speed. What's the story? So he swerves his bike off from a hill for some reason, hits the sea wall dead on. He's flung over the handlebars right into the high tide. Ooh. Yep, straight in. Knocked his head on a rock, almost drowned. Damn, is he alright? He was. When he got to the hospital on the mainland, they checked his records. Turns out, he was German, no visa. Doctors called immigration, but EPG got him first. Now he's gone. Oh. Hippocratic Oath. Or like Hippocratic Oath. Mary. Hola, look out. Okay. That's unfortunate. Guy almost just drowned, now he gets hit by a car. No spinal trauma, I think. Oh god, why was he on the road? Help me get him in the Help me get him in the fucking car, Ola. Arrow keys. New observer. Immigrants flee UK. Viola. I'm starving. Why hasn't anybody worked the fields? Beats me. Channel Island Echo. Local hero doctor returns. You are Ola, a retired cartoonist. You watch the boy set down his knife and fork, the plate in front of him emptied. He draws his arms back inside the blanket given to him by Mary, your partner. He takes a few glances around your cluttered home, then seems to lose focus, staring idly forwards, lost in thoughts. You feel terrible about hitting him with your car. Out loud, now. Mary, what are you thinking? I should have been paying attention. but it seems like he was in a bad way even before we hit him. I hope we can help. Mary gives you a soft, compassionate look. It's okay, babe. We only gave him a few contusions, a glancing bump. It's the hypothermia that's the real problem. Well, that and the fact that he might be concussed. That's true. He must have fallen out of one of the smuggler's boats. He's lucky I'm a doctor. Hypothermia is easy to miss. Kid, drink your tea. The boy doesn't respond. Hola, do something. The concussion. He's gotta stay awake. He looks blankly at you. You lean in towards him. Try to bribe him with some sweets. Do we have any sweets, Mary? Mary reaches into a pocket and pulls out a roll of Werther's Originals? What white nonsense is this? They remind me of my grandfather. They're relaxing. Mary passes you the butterscotch caramels. You unwrap one with disdain. You point at the tea. Drink some tea, and you can have this delicious sweet, little man. The boy looked at the sweet, then back into his lap, uninterested. Fucking Werther's, Mary. Honestly. Mary. More for me. Mary flashes her eyes at you, plucks the caramel from your hand, and eats it. After a moment's pause, you decide to keep the light mood rolling. So picture this. You're in a bar and in walks an EPG member. A politician, Oh my fucking Christ. Don't bring those racist bastards up. We're already having enough of a hard time this evening. It's insane that they even factor into this shit. The English Protection Group are violent. Not an official national force. How are they tolerated? Makes no sense. But immigration enforcement just allow it. They allow dickhead armed thugs to do their job for them. Then whatever leftover migrants the EPG passes them, they just take into custody. Fucking half a job. And even then, I read the other day, they just held in immigration enforcement facilities for God knows how long until they decide to deport them. Half of them don't even end up in the right country. Mary looks at the boy. If he went to the car now, he'd not come out until they deem him an adult. At which point they'd ship him off to fucking wherever. How did it get to this? Mary falls quiet, having run out of steam. I was just trying to tell a joke, man. Sheesh. You both laugh and the tension dissipates. You check on the boy. He seems oddly unfazed by Mary's. The tribe. I'm sorry, love. Go on then. Tell your joke. I don't feel like it now. No, come on. I'm sorry, please. The moment's passed. Hola. Fine. Tell the joke about the bar. So you're in a bar and watch an EPG shitbag, a politician, and a man who's been kicked in the head by a horse. Barkeeper says, "On your own today, Mr. Prime Minister." You both giggle like much younger women, and surprisingly the boy is also laughing. That's it. On your own today, Mr. Prime Minister. Does he understand? The boy's laughter fades away, and yours follows. Can you understand us, little guy? Not if you understand. His gaze returns to his lap. Unresponsive again. Sigh. What are we going to do with him? I don't know. He walks straight out of the ocean in the middle of night. With no English, a handful of European coins in his pocket, and nobody else around. I'm pretty sure we're right to avoid the hospital and the EPG. Yes, but we should take him to the police. It's not as if the kid's gonna press charges for the fender bender, and you and me are all clear. The facilities aren't so bad. They'd keep him safe from the EPG once he's in the system. For now, he'd be there a long while. And who knows what nut job we'll have in office next. Well, yeah, assuming nothing too drastic changes. He'd be safe, though. Behind bars! This isn't like you, Mary. Where's the woman who thinks doctors who ring immigration are hypocrites? This is a child, Ola. He's too fragile to go on his own way. If we take him directly to the police, we can at least make sure he's provided for and safe. What other choice do we have? Looked online for strangers who might take him in? Ola gestures around the room. You might like to stay here. The voice shrinks a little as both of you eye him. Ola, be serious. We don't know jack shit about kids. We made that choice 20 years ago. It's not like we can ask him, and we need to decide this as soon as possible before we're guilty of hiding him a migrant. He'd be in constant danger from the EPG here. It's not like we get visitors. We live in the furthest arse end of nowhere, and we're already outcast. This is a huge commitment you're talking about. There's a system in place for people like him to be looked after, fed, protected. Listen to yourself. The system would have him in a fluorescent lit prison with 50 other kids for years. Ola, this is a child. It's years of our life, a total overhaul of our day to day. We're getting old. But he'd be with real people, not social workers. Have a family, even if it's not his own, or at least stay free in case his real ones show up. In constant danger of being discovered and going to that fluorescent lit room anyway, or worse. But with the two of us now in jail. You look at the boy. He looks small and a little fearful. You raise your voices, seems to put him on edge. Mary, I'm begging. Handing him is wrong. Think of the difference we can make. Don't let him grow up locked away. Mary considers for a moment, then sighs. You're right, Can we at least agree we'll try to find him somewhere else, better suited for him to live permanently? I'm sure there's a charity somewhere, people whose life work is this stuff, who'd take him in. Okay, but we can try that, but if that fails, no turning back? Mary looks at the boy and she gives in. He shouldn't grow up behind bars. Okay, we're doing this. We'll try to find somewhere better, though. Agreed, we'll try. The house suddenly feels as if it were somehow heavier with the weight of your decision. The boy lets out a whisper. His hands go to his temples. You lean toward him. What's wrong, little guy? Did you hear? You're going to stay here for a while. You raise his chin. He has his eyes closed and his face looks pained, as if he might start crying. He rubs at his head. I think he has a headache. The concussion? Don't let him go to sleep. Time for some bedtime music. But I suppose he has to get used to it sooner or later. You love it. I absolutely do not. Stunned by the knock on the door, you turn the music down. A voice comes through the door. Open up. This is immigration enforcement. We're searching the area, and we'd like to speak with you. Mary. Shit. How did they get here so fast? We gotta hide him. Open up. Go, go, go. Where? In the utility room. Out the back door. Utility, maybe. Under clothes is one of the hampers. Just go. You stand and walk to the door as Mary bundles the boy in her arms and runs into the kitchen, headed for the utility. You stop the music. 1 second, officer. You take a moment to steel yourself. Tell yourself you're doing the right thing. You exhale. Then open up the door to see 3 men in black uniforms. Good evening, officers. Did you say something about illegals? The officers enter the property. They're polite. They ask you if you've seen anything unusual, what rumors you've heard about smuggling in the area. Well, all's done. They walk back up the path to the main road. You hear the slam of the van doors once you're sure they're gone. You fetch Mary and the boy from the utility room. The outside world does not hear of the boy again for 6 years. Well, that's sort of a cliffhanger. They did well on that. Wow. Once again, this game is made by Too Few Giants. They're a creator on Steam. I really suggest their games. They're really good. As you can see. I enjoy this. This is nice. A nice story-driven game. And I know there's another ending, but I don't really care for it. This was fine as it is. Thank you for your time, and have a nice day.